raids and robberies were part of living in the wild days of the Southwest, and people were hardly surprised when they occurred. But when the raiders were Indians and stole nothing but guns and ammunition, the events took on a sinister meaning that promised violence and bloodshed.
Apaches.
Major Winter?
How are you, Mr. Jeffers? You know these gentlemen?
Mr. Everett?
Jeffers?
I'm Cal Timmons.
New to Arizona, Mr. Timmons?
I'm just up from Texas. That Tucson's for me from now on.
These gentlemen came to me with a problem, Mr. Jeffers. And since you're concerned, I suggested we ride over.
Come in. Make yourselves comfortable.
Thank you.
No point in wasting time. Night before last, my store was broken into. All my guns were stolen.
Sorry to hear that. Isn't the marshal the man to see?
Well, Len here shot one of the thieves, Mr. Jeffers.
He was an Apache. A Chiricahua Apache.
They brought the body to the fort. I identified the dead man. It was Paclea. I saw him with Cochise a few months ago. Mr. Jeffers, this raid on Mr. Everett's store is only the latest robbery.
4 more ranches have been looted that we know about.
And a trading post down by the New Mexico line.
And in each case, the only things taken were guns and ammunition.
And you know what that means when Apaches start stealing guns and ammunition? Just one thing.
Now, wait a minute. There's no proof that Indians were responsible for those other raids.
It was Indians that cleaned out all of my guns. I know. I shot one. I knew that coming here would be a waste of time. You're just trying to excuse your Chiricahuas.
I'm not trying to excuse anyone who's guilty, Everett. But I don't think we should take one dead Apache and jump to a lot of conclusions. I'll speak to Cochise and...
Nothing an Apache can say will make me change my mind one bit. In fact, Major, I think that coming here and laying our cards on the table like this is playing right into the Apache's hands.
Oh, hold it, Len, hold it. Let's leave this with the Major and Mr. Jeffers. Pleased to have met you.
Frankly, Mr. Jeffers, if this should be as bad as it seems, I'm in an impossible situation. I've only got a handful of troops left at Bowie, and against a really well-armed force of Apaches.
I'm as concerned as you are, Major. And I want an explanation. But I want to make sure it's the right one, not just the most convenient.
I'll expect to hear from you soon.
Quick to accuse my people. None of my warriors have stolen guns.
Paclea was one of your warriors.
He left the stronghold more than a moon ago. There were angry words between us. He dreamt of raids into Mexico. There is much trouble there.
Since Juarez died, I hear no man is safe.
The small men who walked in the great chief's shadow fight to take his place.
So Paclea figured it was a good time to raid.
Yes. I stood against him, so he left us in anger.
There were 2 men with him when he was killed. Did Paclea call any white man friend?
He had few friends, even among his own people. Wait. The one-armed man, the one called Nichols.
Wade Nichols? Did Paclea know him?
Yes. He went to his ranch. I think he bought whiskey from him.
I've heard Nichols sells whiskey to your people. I've never found proof.
Don't bother getting off, Jeffords.
Say the same thing to your other visitors? That why they took off in such a hurry?
Who stops here to see me is no business of yours.
Unless they happen to be Chiricahuas. I want to talk to you about Paclea.
Stay where you're at. I got nothing to say to you.
Paclea used to come here, didn't he, Nichols?
Them Indians stop here for water. They all look alike to me.
It wasn't water Paclea got here. I think he was...
I ain't interested in what you think. What are you looking for?
What do you got to hide?
Nothing. You and that Tucson trash have been after my skin for the past 2 or 3 years. But there ain't nothing agin me. I'm a-warning you. You leave me be. Clear off my land right now.
Trying to organize a posse, Everett.
Somebody's got to do something. Major Winter's doing nothing about these robberies, and we sure can't depend on you for anything.
Cochise knows nothing about these robberies.
Did he explain how it was that I shot one of his men right in the middle of a robbery?
Cochise says Paclea left his tribe more than a month ago.
Just exactly what the old liar would say. Now, wait a minute, Jeffords. Don't pick no fight with me. I ain't no gunslinger.
Cochise says he knows nothing about those guns, and I believe him. Even if they are hidden on the reservation, big as that place is, you could spend your whole lifetime looking for them.
I wouldn't waste time looking for the guns. We take care of the Apaches, and the guns won't harm us any.
Hold on, Len. Maybe Mr. Jeffers is right. What else did Cochise say about this Paclea?
Only that he used to spend a lot of time at Wade Nichols' place.
I always said that Nichols sold whiskey to the Apaches.
Did you talk with this Nichols?
Forced me off his place at gunpoint.
Yes, sir. Can I help you?
I want some ammunition for my rifle and 6-gun.
I'm sorry, but we haven't got a bullet in the store.
Well, what is this? They told me the same thing in Tubac. Now, don't tell me that same fella's been up here.
What fella?
Well, some one-armed desert rat bought up every gun and bullet in Tubac.
Wade Nichols. Not so fast there, Jeffords. I'm going to ride out with you. Just give me time to get my wife to take care of the store.
Mr. Jeffords, gun stealing affects everybody. It might be better if you had a couple of us along with you.
All right, but make it fast.
My horse is down to livery stable. Just take a jiffy to saddle him up.
Can you tell me any more about what happened at Tubac? Everett.
Look, he scribbled something in the sand. Apaches.
Well, that's plain enough. I think now Major Winter will agree that it's time to act. Are you coming with me, Timmons, back to the fort? Or maybe you'd like to ride with Jeffords to warn the Apaches?
Jeffers.
You've got a nerve bringing Cochise here.
My people are called thieves and killers. I come to speak for them.
Major, these two men should be put under lock and key until this trouble is settled.
This trouble won't be settled, Mr. Everett, by cutting out Cochise.
Major, I insist...
Mr. Everett, please.
Take it easy, Len. We won't get anywhere standing here spitting on each other.
Mr. Jeffers, these two gentlemen insist that I take immediate action. And I'm sure they're speaking for a great many others in Tucson.
And even you will have to admit, Cochise, that we have cause. After all, the thief that we killed was a Chiricahua Apache.
You know there are men of my tribe who have left me. They are outlaws in the eyes of my people.
Outlaw Indians. All Indians are outlaws.
And you think it was men like this who were stealing the guns?
The one who was called Paclia was such a man.
Why would such a group of outlaws build up such an arsenal?
They may hope that with many guns, they could persuade more of my people to join them.
It's amazing how they seem to know where to make the biggest hauls. Gentlemen, I'm really concerned. We're expecting an arms shipment from New Mexico the end of the week.
Major Winter, suppose you let everyone know about this shipment.
You're suggesting using it as bait?
Be hard for the gun thieves to pass up such a prize. Would take 2 wagons.
A decoy.
That's right. And Cochise and I'll ride in it.
Thought they would hit us by now. Once through this canyon, we will be out in the open. Sometimes when the bait is too rich, the coyote suspects a trap. Everett's stirring up a lot of trouble in Tucson. He ain't gonna be satisfied until there's some Apache blood spilled, that's for sure.
We thought you felt the same way.
Oh, not me. As a matter of fact, I rode out special to warn the major.
Gentlemen, I'm afraid we've underestimated the gun thieves. The other wagon is more than 3 hours overdue. The wagon may come in by way of Battle Flat or through Arroyo Grande.
We better split up.
My brother. There can be no doubt. Apaches have done this.
Lieutenant! It's Tallknife. He left the stronghold many moons ago. The wound is a bad one.
It's strange that Apaches would leave a brother to die alone.
They will take Tallknife to the stronghold. Maybe Nachalo's medicine could help him. If Talnai is able to talk, you will hear from me.
Then I will wait for Major Winter. We will go back to the fort with him.
Don't get too comfortable, Jeffers. Afraid I'm gonna have to ask you to take a little ride with me. Been much simpler if you'd let me finish off that end. Drop your gun belt.
aboard your horse.
What's the matter?
Pretty smart setup, Timmons. Getting the Indians to do your dirty work for you. And having them kill Nichols because you were afraid I'd get him to talk a little.
It's just your bad luck, Mr. Jeffords. You found out just too late to do yourself any good. Keep going. What's the matter with you? Can't you kill an Indian so he'll stay dead?
Talnai?
Cochise has him up at the stronghold.
Look, Cal. Trouble with Cochise was no part of our deal.
The guns will go out tomorrow night. And Mr. Tom Jeffords will buy us all the insurance we'll need. You know, I think I'll take them all the way back to Texas with us. And that'll keep Cochise and his men's fingers off their triggers. Ever been to Texas, Mr. Jeffords? Well, you'll see a little of it before we bury you. Tie him up.
Senor Timmons.
I told you I had nothing to say to you until you come up with the rest of the dinero.
But I've already given you much money.
Yeah, but not all of it.
I want those guns, senor.
Well, when you pay me the rest of the money. Well, you said your men would be here tomorrow.
That is what I hope.
Well, they better be, because that's when we're clearing out.
And the guns and the ammunition?
Well, I don't think I'd have much trouble peddling to your friend Mahilo.
But these guns, I am buying them to destroy this dictator.
Well, wouldn't that be funny if he used them to destroy you? You stay here. Keep your eye on Jeffers. You can eat later.
Go get something to eat.
Getting stiff.
It'll get worse.
Gracias, senor. I will kill them if they try to cheat me. You're one gun against four. At least I will get Timmons.
The little help you do a lot better. Cut me loose. We have the same enemy, amigo.
The cave, it's full of guns. In Sonora, hundreds of my people, poor peasants, are waiting for these guns. And they are here, hidden in a cave.
It's a feared, outfitted army.
That's what it should be, senor. An army. Ever since the death of Juarez, Mexico has cried for such an army.
Benito Juarez was a good man.
Si, senor. He loved his people like they were his own children. But the dictator, Murillo, he tries to steal the freedom Juarez gave to us.
Go take a look outside and see what they're doing.
They are eating. They suspect nothing.
Give me a hand.
Cal!
At least we're not likely to run out of ammunition.
They will keep us here until we die of thirst. They will still have the rifles. But they will not have them.
There will always be time for that, Espejo.
I'm sorry, senor.
Go, Father! We got Jeffers. Now go back or he's a dead man.
Slim, get out and see if Roby's still awake.
Chief, send one of your braves to Fort Bowie. Have them tell Major Winter to send a wagon down here for the guns. And our friends.
Senor Jeffers.
Cochise, this is Juan Espejo from Mexico.
Mil gracias, senor, for saving my life. But the guns, Senor Jeffers, they will not come to me after all?
I'm sorry, Juan. Those guns belong to the United States government. People all over Arizona. I'll do the best I can to see that you get the money back you've already given Timmons. And you can buy your people all the guns they need. Without a middleman.
Gracias, senor.